Chosen one, your arrival here is no coincidence. You were not brought to this message by random chance. Heaven has directed you to this exact moment according to divine timing. Something remarkable is taking place beyond what your eyes can see. And you, yes, you, have been positioned at the heart of it. The hand of God has ordered your steps, shaped your journey, and prepared you for a supernatural encounter that will become a defining moment in your destiny. Anointed one, the Spirit of God is moving with urgency. The financial breakthrough you have been praying for is not merely on its way, it is already unfolding. As Proverbs 1:3-2 declares, the wealth of the wicked is being laid up for the righteous. Heaven is arranging strategic relationships and bringing you into alignment with people who have been appointed to release what God has promised you. This is your Kairos season, a holy moment of transfer, favor, advancement, and divine elevation. The eyes of influential people are being opened so they can recognize what heaven has always seen within you. You carry an anointing for leadership, responsibility, influence, and kingdom prosperity. Chosen one, pause, breathe deeply, and allow this truth to settle into your spirit. The gates of supernatural increase are opening wide before you. This is your heavenly call to rise. Move forward with faith, because you have been selected for this appointed hour. Chosen one, pay close attention. What you feel stirring inside you right now is not imagination, and it is not coincidence. It is divine coordination, that pull within your spirit, the sudden stirring in your heart, the sensation moving through your body. These are signs from heaven confirming that you have stepped into a sacred season of transition. A supernatural process has already been activated, and you are now standing at its entrance. For months, perhaps even for years, you have continued walking by faith through uncertainty, holding tightly to promises that appeared to be postponed. There were moments when you wondered whether God could still see you, whether he had forgotten the words he once declared over your life. And yet, through every closed door, every lonely night, every moment of silence, heaven was not ignoring you. It was preparing you. Your endurance was not wasted. It was currency in the spirit, exchanged for the favor that is now finding you. Anointed one, hear this. The spiritual shift you are feeling is real, a divine representative. Someone positioned in influence and authority has been stirred by God to notice you. They are not drawn by chance. They are drawn by assignment. There is something in your life, an oil, a mantle, a light, that cannot be hidden anymore. This is what sets you apart from the crowd. You may not see yourself as significant, but heaven has been whispering your name in the corridors of power. I know what it feels like to wait for recognition that seems like it will never come. There were years in my own journey when I felt invisible, when I worked, prayed, and gave everything I had. Yet the doors refused to open. But the truth is, chosen one, those silent years were sacred. They were not punishment. They were positioning, because what God is preparing for you requires structure, maturity, and humility. And when the call comes, and it will, it won't just elevate you. It will establish you. Right now, heaven is aligning resources, hearts, and hands in your favor. The one searching for you is not coming with mere opportunity. They are coming with access. This is part of the divine wealth transfer. the heavenly reallocation of influence and provision to God's elect. You may not yet see how it fits together, but everything you've endured has been training for this meeting. Think of Joseph, forgotten in a prison cell until the call came from Pharaoh's palace. In one day, his entire life changed. That's how sudden divine alignment feels. It shifts in a moment, and everything you've lost begins to make sense. Chosen one, you carry a mark that cannot be erased. While others chase visibility, heaven has been crafting authenticity within you. You were not meant to compete. You were meant to be chosen. This is why certain doors closed, why specific people fell away, and why what worked for others never worked for you. You were being hidden for divine unveiling. And now, the hour has come. The same God who hid you is revealing you. The same Spirit that kept you in obscurity is now announcing your arrival. Do not question the magnitude of this moment. It is not too big for you. You were born for this. The evidence is in your endurance. If your spirit is stirring right now, it's because your season of preparation is colliding with your season of manifestation. This is not fantasy. It's prophecy. You are walking into rooms designed for your presence, into conversations pre-written by heaven, and into opportunities sealed with your name. Chosen one, take a deep breath. You're not waiting anymore. You are being summoned. Heaven has released the word. The gates are open. The question now is, will you answer the call? Chosen one. Now that heaven has confirmed what's unfolding, you must begin to recognize the signs of your divine transfer. Every great move of God starts quietly. Before breakthrough appears in the natural, it stirs in the spirit. You've likely felt it already. The unease, the holy restlessness, the inner awareness that everything is about to shift. Anointed one, pay attention to that stirring. When promotion is near, your spirit senses it before your mind understands it. You begin losing interest in what once fulfilled you. Certain people fade from your life. Familiar places feel foreign, and old desires no longer fit. Don't resist this change. It's not rejection. It's refinement. Heaven is pruning every branch that cannot carry the fruit of your next season. When God begins to move, He often whispers, "Be still and know that I am God." Your task is not to panic, but to posture. Don't chase doors. They're already opening toward you. Divine transfer often arrives wrapped in disruption, sudden endings, unexpected changes, or closed opportunities. What looks like loss is actually redirection. I've lived this truth. The moments I thought I was forgotten were the moments heaven was writing my introduction. The opportunities that passed me by were never meant for me. The waiting that tested my patience was divine protection in disguise. Now, that same protection is guiding you into purpose. A God-chosen individual, a person of authority and influence, is being divinely led to you, not because you sought them out, but because heaven has decided it's time for your unveiling. They're being stirred through dreams, impression, and divine nudges. And every one of those signals points straight to you. When this connection comes, you will recognize it by peace. There will be no confusion, no striving, no manipulation. It will carry the weight of destiny. You'll know in your spirit, this is what I was prepared for. Chosen one. This transfer is about more than money. It's about trust. God doesn't reward recklessness. He entrusts responsibility. You've been faithful with little, and now you're being promoted to much present. Every hidden season, every tear, every quiet act of obedience has built your credibility in heaven. Like Joseph, your preparation speaks louder than your position. You don't need to fight for attention. Your consistency and humility have already reached the throne. You are not being discovered. You are being revealed. Anointed one, do not shrink when the door opens. Don't downplay what you carry. This is your appointed hour. You're not here to impress. You're here to represent the same God who raised David, Esther, and Joseph is now calling your name. You may not see the full picture yet, but know this: heaven and earth are now in agreement. The oil is flowing, the favor is visible, and the divine meeting is set. Stay humble. Stay watchful. Stay ready. The transfer is not coming someday. It has already begun. Chosen one. When heaven prepares to release something monumental into your life, it rarely arrives with noise or applause. It begins quietly with a whisper only your spirit can hear. That unease you've been feeling, that gentle tug away from old spaces and patterns, isn't confusion. It's divine recalibration. God is rearranging your atmosphere to match the magnitude of what's coming. Anointed one, discern this carefully. Divine transfer doesn't always appear as elevation at first. It often looks like endings. The job that ended, the people who drifted away, the plans that collapsed. None of it was punishment. Heaven was pruning your path, cutting away what could not carry the weight of your next season. Just as a seed must break to release life, something in you had to break open for purpose to emerge. I've walked through this myself. There was a season when everything seemed to fall apart. Opportunities vanished. Doors closed. And I questioned my identity, yet, in that stillness, God revealed what he had been constructing behind the curtain. Every detour was direction. Every delay was design. What felt like isolation was incubation. That same refining has been shaping you. Chosen one. You have not been forgotten. You've been positioned. Right now, heaven moving through human vessels, someone of influence chosen by God is being stirred to locate you. They may not even know why you are on their mind, but their obedience will align with your destiny. They've been prepared to recognize what others overlooked. Your authority, your purity, your unwavering faith. This is not chance. It is divine recognition. When this meeting unfolds, you won't have to strive or explain. You'll feel peace before a word is spoken. The air will shift, and your spirit will know. This is it. Every past disappointment will suddenly make sense. Every closed door will reveal its purpose. Heaven never wastes pain. It transforms it into positioning. Understand this. Chosen one. The transfer is not just about wealth. It's about trust. God doesn't give recklessly. He entrusts intentionally. While others sought validation, you pursued obedience. While others demanded visibility, you remained faithful in silence. You've proven that you can carry greatness without losing humility. Now, the flow is turning toward you. Resources are being redirected, people are being reassigned. Systems are aligning in your favor. You are stepping into a divine current where everything moves with precision. But remember, prosperity is not a prize. It's a purpose. God funds assignments, not egos. You are being resourced to restore, to build. to lift others higher. Chosen one, this is not the moment to doubt your worth or question the call. You've endured the process. You've passed the test. Heaven's decree has already been spoken. It is time. Take a deep breath. Anointed one, the waiting is over. You are no longer hoping. You are walking into manifestation. The doors are opening. The air is shifting and everything meant for you is finally arriving. Chosen one. The real difference between those who walk in divine transfer and those who miss it is vision, not natural eyesight, but spiritual perception. You were never meant to be guided by what you see. You were chosen to move by revelation. When God prepares you for overflow, He doesn't start by giving you riches. He starts by opening your eyes. He trains you to recognize the blessing before it manifests. Anointed one, look closely at your current season. The closed doors, the delays, the sudden endings. None of it has been random. Heaven has been clearing your view. God had to remove distractions that blurred your discernment. He couldn't pour new oil into an old vessel still filled with disappointment. What He removed wasn't rejection, it was redirection. The pruning you felt was making room for purer vision. You see, divine abundance begins in sight, not in storage. Before wealth ever touches your hands, it takes root in your faith. Heaven moves through vision. God blesses those who can see before they possess. Faith is the blueprint that prosperity follows. Chosen one. I've lived this truth. I remember praying for change when nothing around me shifted. Every door seemed locked. Every plan crumbled. Then, in one quiet moment, the Spirit whispered, "You are not waiting for breakthrough. You are the breakthrough." That revelation changed everything. I stopped begging for open doors and started building for them. That's where you are now. In the season of preparation. Build like the promise is already funded. Move as though the opportunity already has your name on it. Joseph did this. He didn't stumble into wealth. He prepared for it. While others ignored the signs, he used his vision to create strategy because he could see famine coming. He became the key to an empire's survival. Likewise, your discernment is currency. The ideas, plans, and wisdom you carry will become solutions that unlock provision for others. Anointed one. Don't underestimate what your struggle taught you. Every trial refined your perception. Every loss deepened your sensitivity to divine timing. You were learning to hear God in silence, to trust when nothing made sense, to walk when no map existed. That's why your next move will not fail. It's rooted in revelation. Even now, your name is being spoken in places you've never stood. Divine alignments are forming quietly. Hearts are being prepared to support what heaven placed in you. But remember, the goal is not exposure. It's alignment. Influence without humility collapses. Stay close to God. Let His Spirit be your strategy. Chosen one. What's coming will arrive not by effort, but by timing. When God says now, everything that resisted you will yield. People will find you. Opportunities will pursue you. Doors will open because heaven has shifted your visibility. So, write the vision. Guard your focus. Stay faithful in the unseen, for the divine transfer has already begun. The wealth of purpose is moving toward its rightful steward. You, chosen one. Keep your spirit clear, your heart steady, and your hands ready. When the call comes, and it will, answer not with fear, but with faith, for this is your season to see it. Speak it, and step into it. Chosen one. You've walked through the long nights, the quiet seasons, and the moments when heaven seemed silent. You've whispered, God, when will it be my turn? Hear this clearly. The delay was never denial. It was divine development. Every prayer that felt unanswered was being stored as power in the unseen. Now, heaven is releasing it all at once. Anointed one. A suddenly is coming to your life. What once crawled will begin to run. What once felt delayed will burst into motion. You're entering the zone of divine acceleration, where years of waiting collapse into moments of manifestation. When God declares your time has come, every force of resistance bows to his will. Every barrier, every system, every plan that tried to block you must yield to the command of divine timing. I've witnessed this suddenly before. I waited years for one door to open. Praying, serving, staying faithful. Yet nothing moved. Then, in a single week, everything shifted. Opportunities appeared. Favor flowed. And what once seemed impossible became effortless. That is the fingerprint of heaven when things align without logic or explanation. Chosen one. That same wind of acceleration is now blowing over your life. You may not understand how it's happening, but you'll know it when it does. Unexpected calls, divine meetings, supernatural favor. These are not coincidences. They are commands. Heaven has spoken, and creation is responding to your faith. You've spent years learning to walk by faith. Now, you'll learn to receive by grace. The striving season is over. You're entering a flow where your effort multiplies under God's hand. What took others decades to build, you will establish in record time. The same anointing that sustained you in waiting will now propel you into winning. But remember this, anointed one. Acceleration requires alignment. You cannot cling to old fears or mindsets in this new hour. Release control. Let go of timelines. Stop trying to force what God is forming. Miracles are not birthed through manipulation, but through surrender. When you trust his pace, his provision flows without resistance. God was never late. He was protecting what was sacred. You weren't waiting for opportunity. Opportunity was waiting for your maturity. And now, because you've proven faithful in obscurity, heaven is ready to reveal you publicly. Do not question the open doors. Do not hesitate when favor finds you. These are the signs that divine acceleration has begun. You're no longer chasing blessings. Blessings are chasing you. Chosen one. This is your appointed time. The hidden years are over. You will see God shift people, plus, and power in your favor. The same hand that restrained you will now release you, and when the speed comes, remember, it's not for show, it's for stewardship. You are not being elevated to boast, but to build, not to display glory, but to distribute it. Your breakthrough is bigger than you. It carries purpose for generations. Anointed one, pause and breathe this truth in. Everything is turning now. Heaven's clock has struck your hour. Acceleration has begun. Chosen one. As divine acceleration unfolds around you, understand this clearly. What's coming is not random wealth. It is purpose-funded provision. God is not blessing you to make you comfortable. He's equipping you to complete your assignment. Every resource, connection, and open door being released is connected to your divine purpose. You're not stepping into luxury. You're stepping into legacy. Anointed one, the season of scraping by is over. You are crossing from survival into supernatural supply. The same God who sent manna from heaven, who filled empty nets and multiplied loaves, is about to multiply what's already in your hands. The overflow that's coming isn't just for you. It's for the kingdom. You are heaven's steward on earth, a vessel through which abundance will flow to those who need it most. There's a reason you faced lack before increase. The wilderness wasn't punishment. It was purification. It taught you dependence. It trained you to worship without proof, to give without fear, and to trust when you couldn't see the outcome. That is why you can now be trusted with more. God refines his stewards before he releases his storehouses. I've walked through this myself. There were seasons when I had nothing but faith. Yet, somehow, provision always arrived at the exact moment I needed it. That's when I learned this truth. God funds purpose, not panic. The moment you align your heart with his will, provision begins to find you effortlessly, abundantly, consistently. That's divine order. Where there is obedience, there will always be overflow. Chosen one. Wealth is not your master. It's your messenger. It moves where heaven directs it. When your focus is pure, money becomes magnetized to your mission. Investors, advocates, and God-ordained alliances will begin appearing from unexpected places. Ideas that once seemed impossible will suddenly awaken with fresh momentum. True prosperity is not something you must desperately pursue. It is drawn to a life aligned with divine purpose. Yet this transfer is not limited to finances. It also carries influence, authority, discernment, wisdom, and spiritual strength. You are being prepared to oversee what others mishandled and to restore integrity, excellence, and light to spaces that have remained broken for too long. This is not about competing with the systems of the world. It is about transforming and redeeming them through heaven's strategy. Anointed one. Do not become afraid when abundance begins to surround you. You endured seasons of scarcity with humility and grace. Now you must learn to carry prosperity with intention. This is your Joseph season. You are not being blessed simply for your own comfort. You are being positioned as a channel through which blessings will reach many others. You will become the answer to prayers that have not even been spoken yet. But greater provision also brings greater accountability. You are called to give, create, establish, and finance visions that advance God's kingdom. A generous heart will keep you grounded in divine alignment. Never lose sight of where this journey started: in surrender, humility, obedience, and trust. Riches without reverence can produce arrogance, but riches surrendered in worship can rebuild communities and transform nations. Chosen one, raise your hands and declare, I am a steward appointed by heaven. God can trust me with abundance. Everything placed in my hands will be used to accomplish his will. This is your appointed season of supernatural provision. Every requirement has already been accounted for. Every place of shortage is being overturned. The storehouses of heaven have been released on your behalf. Walk in this truth. Proclaim it with faith, and manage it with wisdom. What is pouring into your life now is more than financial supply. It is the divine resourcing of your assignment, fully supported by God Himself. Chosen one. This new chapter is not simply about receiving prosperity, it is about stepping fully into authority. Many desire the blessing, but overlook the mantle that comes with it. God does not elevate you so the world can see your name. He elevates you so heaven can use your voice. What is resting upon your life right now is more than favor. It is divine assignment, a spiritual mantle of influence, grace, and dominion that will allow you to shift atmospheres and bring light into places long forgotten. Anointed one, feel this truth in your spirit. Your presence will begin to carry spiritual weight, not the weight that drains, but the kind that commands reverence without a word. It is the quiet confidence born from knowing who sent you. When you enter a room, things will realign, not because of status, but because the anointing of heaven walks with you. This mantle will require precision, not performance. You will speak less, listen more, and move only when led by the Spirit. Every word you release will carry the vibration of prophecy. What you declare in faith will not return empty. It will shape the reality around you. Chosen one. Look back at the path that brought you here. Every betrayal, rejection, delay, and misunderstanding was preparation. You learned to stand when others fell, to remain pure when tested, to trust God when the silence felt endless. Those hidden seasons forged the authority that now rests on your life. Heaven was building spiritual weight in you, a power that cannot be shaken by praise or opposition. I've lived this transition myself. When God shifted me from waiting to walking, doors opened without striving. People who once ignored my presence began to seek my counsel. Nothing about me changed outwardly. It was my season that changed. And that's what's happening to you now. Anointed one, your name carries a heavenly frequency that calls forth alignment, favor, and recognition in high places. But remember, divine authority is never for dominance. It is for deliverance. God is raising you to free others from fear, from lack, from the boundaries of unbelief. The peace that rests on you will overflow into others. You are becoming a vessel through which heaven releases breakthrough. Stay humble, for humility sustains power. Pride interrupts the flow, but surrender multiplies it. Remain low before God even as He lifts you. True royalty in the kingdom always bows before the King. Chosen one, the government official in your prophecy, that person of influence, is only one expression of God's plan. The greater revelation is this: heaven has made you its representative. You are not chasing influence. You are influence. Every step you take carries the authority of the kingdom. You were hidden so God could refine your tone, purify your motives, and teach you to hold glory without pride. Now, peace will replace pressure. Authority will flow naturally, not forcefully. Anointed one, this is your coronation hour. Heaven has placed the scepter in your hand. Walk with gentleness, speak with power, and move with holy purpose. Influence is not given to the loud. It is entrusted to the faithful, and you have been found faithful. Your mantle has fallen. Wear it well. Chosen one. Chosen one. Everything you've endured, every silent battle, every tear that no one saw, it has all been leading to this moment. The circle is closing, and the prophecy that began as a whisper is now manifesting before your eyes. Heaven has been preparing not just a meeting, but a movement, a divine convergence where your obedience meets God's orchestration. Anointed one, the time of wondering is over. You no longer have to question if you're ready. Heaven has already declared that you are. What's unfolding is not simply a promotion. It's a divine appointment. You are walking into rooms that your name has been echoing in long before you arrived. People of power, people with means, and people with reach are being divinely drawn to your light. For your light is not ordinary. It carries the fingerprint of the Almighty. You see, while you were being refined in the shadows, Heaven was writing your introduction. While you were crying in silence, Heaven was building your platform. While you were being set apart, Heaven was preparing those who would honor what you carry. This is why your process had to be so intense, because what's being entrusted to you now requires stability, wisdom, and spiritual weight. Chosen one, hear me clearly. You are now in the hour of manifestation. What you once saw only in visions, what you prayed about for years, what felt delayed beyond reason, it is now materializing. The wealth transfer has begun. The divine connection has been activated. You are walking through the door that your ancestors prayed would open. But as you step into this new level, remember this sacred truth. The blessing is not the finish line. It is the beginning of your stewardship. You are not just being elevated. You are being commissioned. The same God who trusted you in lack is now trusting you with abundance. The same Spirit that sustained you in warfare will now guide you in wealth. This isn't just success. This is purpose fulfilled. Anointed one, take a deep breath right now and feel the shift in your spirit. The warfare has lifted. The air around you feels lighter because the burden has been exchanged for glory. God has turned your waiting into winning. Every no that broke your heart was protecting your yes from heaven. Every loss was really a redirection. Every delay was a divine defense. Now, walk in boldness. This is your inheritance. This is your open heaven. Doors that were locked are now standing wide. Where there was once resistance, there is now release. You'll notice it in small ways first. People who once ignored you will start to reach out. Forgotten opportunities will resurface. Finances will move with supernatural ease. Those are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Chosen one, lift your hands right where you are and declare this aloud. I receive my divine appointment. I walk in heaven's authority. I am trusted, favored, and fully funded by God. Let those words settle into your spirit. You are not walking into this next season alone. Angelic assistance surrounds you. The same God who began this good work in you is perfecting it now. Your feet are ordered. Your name is favored. Your purpose is unstoppable. So, go forward. Anointed one, step into the palace. Step into the meeting. Step into the overflow. The heavenly agreement has already been sealed. What God has assigned to you is ready to be received. You have moved beyond the season of preparation and entered the season of possession. Prophecy is becoming evidence. Expectation is becoming harvest. Chosen one, this is the hour appointed for you. Step through the entrance before you. The kingdom has been preparing for your arrival. Chosen one, become still for a moment and allow this revelation to settle within you. You are standing in your Kairos season, the exact moment ordained by God. Nothing about these words has reached you by accident. Heaven has arranged every moment, every sound, and every sentence to meet you precisely where you are. This is your confirmation that the supernatural transfer is no longer approaching. It is already taking place. The way has been opened, and your name has been placed upon it. Anointed One. The God who raised Joseph from confinement into leadership and lifted Esther from obscurity into influence is now summoning you forward. You were trained in hidden places so you could be revealed at the appointed time. Heaven has witnessed your trust, your perseverance, and every act of obedience. Now the fruit of that faithfulness is beginning to appear. Divine alignment. Favor. Provision. And heaven-sent relationships are already being arranged around you. As you advance, carry both confidence and humility. The anointing upon your life is holy. Within it are resources, protection, direction, and purpose. Remain faithful as the blessing flows. Guard the purity of your heart. Keep your thoughts focused, and let gratitude hold your spirit steady. If these words have awakened something within you, confirm your agreement. Write 777 inches, the comments as your declaration that you receive this divine assurance. Share this message if you feel prompted, so another chosen one may recognize that their appointed hour has arrived. May the Lord bless you and watch over you. May His favor surround you like radiant light. And may you enter every promise heaven has prepared with courage. Your season is not somewhere in the distance. It has already begun. Step into it. Chosen one, the kingdom is ready for you.